Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with my 1000 subscribers Q&A. So, I have right now 1024 subscribers as I'm doing this video, and I reached 1000 subscribers on the 31st of January 2015, so yay. And when I was at like 975 subscribers, I believe, so when I was a little beforehand, I put up a video saying, can I have your questions, please? I want everyone to ask like questions and stuff, and obviously I'd answer it for my first ever Q&A, which is of course here. I was doing it, I thought, a bit early. Like, I mean, I still had 25 subscribers to go, and you know, I didn't know how many questions I was going to get, or how much time it would take me to get them. So that's why I was asking it kind of early, and yeah, because I'm kind of hoping for like a dozen questions, you know, from different people and whatever, just about general things. Holy mother, I got, like, I kid you not, more than 40 questions. I mean, a lot of them, like a ton of them, were just from one person. And in fact, actually, like, I did say, of course, you can ask multiple questions, and I'm not taking that back. But, like, some people did ask quite a few, and I did not really expect that. So I got more than 40 questions, which I've cut down to just 28 right now. I'm hoping this video won't be too long. So, I'm sorry. I mean, I've at least got one question from every person who asked the question. So if you've asked me multiples, I'm at least gonna like put one of your questions in here. So, you know, of course I will be giving you a shout out when I do. I mean, one person gave me like more than 20 questions. So, yeah, but anyway, what you're seeing right now, because I thought instead of just like, you know, sort of vlog style where I just sit in front of a camera and do this, I thought, you know, maybe I want to watch a little thing. What you're watching right now is me sort of slightly sorting my room / kind of prototyping my new mock, which I will be making. Not going to go too much into that now, but in a future update I'll go more into that. But I do have an idea. I've had an idea for, you know, ever since I did my last mock. And it will require quite a lot of like building, like buying pieces, like mounting pieces and all that stuff. But we're going to do that right now. Alright, we're already 2 minutes in and we haven't even started yet. So let's just start right now with the first question. Well, I've actually ordered these questions as in who asked them. Like, I have got all the questions from one person, they'll go to the next person and all that. So the first lot of questions, let's say, is from All Star Wars, who definitely asked the most questions. By the way, his name's in all caps. So yeah, first question. Do you prefer Clone Wars or Rebels? I think you should probably go without saying, but I prefer the Clone Wars. There's nothing wrong with Rebels. I don't hate it because it wasn't really responsible for the Clone Wars. I aren't too happy with Disney for that, but I don't hold it against Rebels for that. You know, it's a decent show, I guess. Nothing too alright. I mean, the first season of the Clone Wars, in my opinion, was the weakest, so I understand this is only the first season of Rebels, and I don't know how long they're going to keep it going, but we'll see. Our next question, do you think Ahsoka or Darth Vader will appear in this season of Rebels in Season 2? At the beginning, before we started Rebels, I thought it was pretty likely someone would appear, like, that we already know, like, I don't know, young Han Solo or something. As this series is progressing, it seems more, like, less and less likely. I'm not going to say no, and definitely not. I mean, I think Ahsoka will appear at some point. I mean, if she appears in this series, it will be at the end of the season. I'm not sure if Darth Vader or like the really major characters will come, but yeah, I think Ahsoka will return at some point because she was such a main character and she was created by Dave Filoni, who's also doing, you know, the Rebels. So yeah. But anyway, what other Clone Wars characters would you want to see in Rebels? Probably clones. I mean, of course, I do appreciate that the clones now, if they were still alive, would probably be, you know, really old because they age at like twice the rate. But I'd love to see some of the older clones and Stormtrooper stuff like Rex or, well, I would say Fives, but spoiler alert, he's dead, so yeah. But there was a rumor Echo would be returning, but that was a really basic rumor. I mean, it's probably not true. I think Rebels is going to focus on the actual guys we've already seen, like the group, rather than any other sort of stories like the Clone Wars, but whatever. Next question, who do you prefer in Star Wars Rebels, the Inquisitor or Kanan? This guy really loves Star Wars Rebels. I've got to say, I definitely love the Inquisitor. I mean, Kanan, he's a pretty standard Jedi, I guess. As Jedi Masters go, I prefer Obi-Wan, but I think everyone does, so he's a pretty standard Jedi Master, Kanan. Nothing too special, so I do prefer the Inquisitor very much. I love his knowledge, the way he's not like a Sith Lord, like he's so evil in the way. I mean, obviously he is evil, but like he's competent, if you know what I mean. Like he makes decent strategies. He doesn't do all the dumb bad guy stuff. So I like the Inquisitor really. Not too fond of his lightsaber, but even so. Next question, what is your favourite Imperial Army Trooper, original of Star Wars Rebels? I have no idea. I assume you mean that class. I'm just going to go with standard Stormtrooper just because I don't know any. I know a ton of clones, but not Stormtroopers. Next question, what is your favourite character in Star Wars Rebels? Jeez, you were asking me a lot of questions Star Wars Rebels. Okay, my favourite character would probably be... I don't know. Let's say the Inquisitor for the sake of argument, because I can't think of anyone else. What Star Wars Rebels vehicle would you like to see as a set that we have not seen already? We've only seen like 7 sets, but one thing I'd really love to see is a different type of Star Destroyer. I'm not sure we've seen it too much, we've seen it in the trailers, but I'd love to see a different type of Star Destroyer, because there are, in the expanded universe, there are so many different types of different vehicles, like Star Destroyers and TIE Fighters and stuff like that. I'd love to see that, as I say, you know, that's more expanded universe than Rebels, but hopefully we'll see that in Rebels as well. Whatever. Next question. What is your theory on who Fulcrum is? Now, I actually had to research this before I answered this question. I was like, I don't know who, what do you mean by Fulcrum? Apparently, because I have been watching Star Wars Rebels, I've seen every episode to date, but I haven't been watching it too devotively, so I wasn't I was paying attention, but, you know, they mentioned him a few times, or her, and apparently it's this person who's I think they're the leader of the Rebel Alliance, or beginning the Rebel Alliance, and it's this person that is like giving the Rebel group like contacts and like just telling them where to go and what's happening and stuff like that. So my theory on who Fulcrum is, I haven't really thought about it, but I think it's probably Ahsoka who started the Rebel Alliance, stuff like that, because they are saying very much they want to bring her back, so that's my theory. I mean, or someone else from, like, that we already know, like, from the original trilogy, or maybe even the prequel trilogy, someone we already are aware of, who probably the Vulcan, I would say that. Next question, what sets are you most excited for to get in the summer? We've only got names like 4, and technically we have got pictures, but they're like confidential, and I haven't really seen them that much. I'm very excited for the final duel and the Imperial shuttle, just because I haven't had them before. And the final duel, I've seen like the pictures, it looks so much the Palpatine's arrest, and that is my favourite scene, like set ever. I like it more than Mos Eisley's Cantina and more than Jordan Geonosis and all that stuff, because I'm not too fond of those, scene sets. I'm more like just vehicles. But I did like Palpatine's arrest, and I think I'm very, very much going to like this set. I'm very excited to get that. Imperial shuttle, I've never had it. Everyone loves the UCS version. You know, I'm glad they are making a version more affordable. I mean, the UCS version was amazing, but, like, yeah. So, those are probably the sets I'm really looking forward to. Like, the Naboo Starfighter and the other one, they're just kind of, alright then. But, yeah. On the next question, what's your favourite LEGO set of the Winter Wave? I had to think long and hard about this. I've got like my top 5 of the Winter Wave. I guess I'm probably going to have to go with the one everyone else is going with. And actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to go with Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter. I was going to say the HDP, but I think just for like the Sarge Ventress, and yeah, I mean, I've got the other 2 minifigures as well, but even so, I really love that set. I think it's a really good design. I just love it so much. I mean, I did like a lot of the Imperial sets, like the Battle Pack and the Inquisitor set and the HDP were amazing. It was really difficult. Of course, that droid set was also great, but yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I guess overall, I just have to go with the design of that set, which I love so much, and that is Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter. Next question, what's your favourite minifigure of this wave? Oh gosh, this is a tough one. We had some pretty, well, a lot of the minifigures were fairly standard, you know. I mean, they were cool and unique, but they weren't nothing to scream about. There were some, though, that were really, really cool. I love the Inquisitor. I mean, I actually loved his lightsaber more than the actual version of Star Wars. If you watched that review, I told you that. I actually like Agent Callus. He was pretty cool. I mean, the Stormtrooper, I mean, we have had them before, but yeah. I guess I'm gonna go with the Inquisitor, really. I mean, I don't really know who else I could go with. We did get some pretty cool minifigures in this line, but I think overall, I'm gonna have to go with the Inquisitor. Although, you know, if you're a Clone Wars fan, you may be going like Geonosis clones and stuff, I don't know. Alright, and last question from All Star Wars. I mean, he asked like a ton more, as I said, but I've got to cut them down. Which set or vehicle out of Star Wars do you really want LEGO to release? Which, of course, they haven't already, I assume. I don't know that much, actually. Unfortunately, even though I love to get into it, I'm not too knowledgeable in the expanded universe. And really, the majority of sets and vehicles I know from Star Wars, I know from just, like, the 6 films, you know, Clone Wars, Rebels, and all that. I don't know too much of the comics or the games. Some I do, but I don't know. Probably some Old Republic sets. Actually, I think the Old Republic designs, like especially the Sith and the different designs of the vehicles, are so awesome. That Sith Infiltrator and the Sith Interceptor, is that what it's called? Yeah, and the other like 2013 Jedi Defender class, what should we call it, set. They were awesome. I really loved them, and I love the design of Old Republic sets, and of course the Old Republic Sith Lords are amazing, all of them. So I guess I would say some sort of All Republic set. Yeah. Our next question from a different person, we have Clone Bricks. He only asked one question. What is your favourite clone trooper made by Lego, not third-party made? So basically not custom. Well, I mean, character-wise, my favourite character is probably Fives, although I love the design of Commander Fox. As in, like, what design Lego has made, I guess, I don't know. I would definitely say Commander Fox, just 'cause, I mean, if you notice from my sig fig, I love that sort of red, dark reddish colour. I don't know why, red's my favourite colour, that's just how it is. But if they made him Phase 2, if they made a Phase 2 version of Commander Fox, I would definitely say him. But because they haven't, oh, I don't know. I guess I'll probably have to just still go with him, because I don't really have time to think about it. I mean, I love the ARF Trooper. The ARF Trooper is amazing. I mean, I just love the different classes of Trooper, really. I mean, if it's Phase 2, I'm probably going to like it very much. I mean, it's very difficult for me to say that. That's whatever. Let's just go for the Commander Fox. I love it made in Phase 2, though. And Commander Wolf. If they made it in Phase 2, my gosh, it'd be amazing. Alright, next question from Ultimate Star Wars Fan 140. He asked, what is your favourite film? In brackets, said it can be anything, not just Star Wars. Well, I mean, I think by default, I kind of have to say Star Wars in some way, because I think if I said anything else, I'd lose all my subscribers. So, out of Star Wars, it is Episode 3 is my favourite film. You have to appreciate I'm a prequel sort of person. I'm 17, and I was kind of raised on it. Well, not literally raised, but like I kind of grew up with the prequels and the Clone Wars. So I understand if you're older than A4, you probably grew up with the originals. So therefore, Episode 5 is probably your favourite. But obviously, I love the originals as well. I don't hate the originals. I love the originals. But I guess I have to say Episode 3 and the Clone Wars are my favourite. But yeah. Next question from Star Wars Man 29. He actually asked me. I've got 5 questions for him. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Well, there are many different reasons, really. I guess, because the thing is, I guess I sort of did it because I might as well. Because, of course, I would be into Lego, Star Wars, you know, regardless of whether I was doing YouTube or not. Like, even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd still be collecting Lego Star Wars, obviously. I probably wouldn't be doing a lot of the stuff I am now, which, of course, I'm very grateful for. But I guess I probably did it because I might as well. Also, probably because I wanted to meet other people who are into Lego Star Wars as much as I was. I mean, a lot of them are in America. And I really want to go to some American conventions like Brick Fair. I can't think of the others. But, you know, because really, you know, I'm 17 and it was alright when you're like 10 or 11. But really, as you get older, it kind of gets a bit, if you're still into Lego. You know, people kind of not look down on you, but you know what it's like when you go to the Lego store with all these kids around you and you're buying this Lego Friends set when you're 17. It's kind of awkward. I mean, I don't, but even so. So I guess that was the main reason, really, just sort of try and meet other Lego people, fans, you know, who I could sort of have something to relate to. Next question from him. Who's your favourite bounty hunter in Star Wars? My favourite bounty hunter, I don't know, I'm just going to go Boba Fett. Cad Bane is very cool, I love him, you know, I love his sort of cowboy sort of style in the Clone Wars. I think he was really, really cool. I wish they'd give him a proper send-off, but unfortunately the Clone Wars was cancelled so abruptly that we didn't really see a full, you know, send-off for Cad Bane, but you know, maybe we'll see him in Star Wars Rebels. I mean, I sort of doubt it, but I really hope we do. I would say Jango Fett, but we see him for like, you know, 10 minutes or something. He barely gets any screen time. So I'm just going to say Boba Fett, who's the one everyone would say, really. Next question. Have you ever been outside of Britain? If so, where? I have not been outside of Britain. The furthest away I've ever been from London is Scotland, which, if you do not know, yes, Scotland, England and Wales are 3 separate countries within Britain. I went to Edinburgh, which is the capital of Scotland, on a plane. So, yeah, it was like a half-an-hour plane journey, so it wasn't exactly the longest. And it's the first I've ever been on my 40th birthday. It's not as much we couldn't go abroad, it's not as much we can't afford it, it's just we never... My family, in a way, I've just never felt the need, per se. You know, like, generally we go to the beach most years for a holiday, but, yeah, so I've never been out to Britain. The first I've ever been is Scotland, which is like a half-an-hour plane journey away, so it's not exactly that far, being so. Next question, what's your favourite fruit? Ice cream, clearly. What other fruit is there? Or what, that's not a fruit? Oh, well, there you go. It should be a fruit. Anyway, okay, next question. Would you ever want to come to Canada? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, really. I'd love to go to America in some way. Because America just seems like it's like Britain, except everything's larger, to be honest with you. That's my general vision of America. And of course, you know, I mean, I'm not saying Canada is America. Gosh, I'm feeling a lot of Canadians would hurt me for that. But no, yeah, I love Canada. I mean, I appreciate in the winter it's really cold. I mean, once in my updates I said that, oh, we should be as cold as Canada in Britain, but there's a stream and stuff. And then people started arguing me saying, look, you know, we do have summer in Canada. No, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying in the winter it gets ridiculously cold, like a lot colder than it gets here. You have like 5 meters of snow or something. But yeah, I'd love to go to Canada, you know, absolutely. There's no real reason I wouldn't do, but yeah. Alright, next person we have Stephen Brick Afol. He asked 3 questions. Well, he asked more, but I had to cut them down. First question, what do you think about The Hobbit and Lord of the Ring Lego themes? I actually got a few questions about this. I have not got a single set, and I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not going to, because, well, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen The Hobbit. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to, you know, I don't know why, I know a lot of people, I know it's a really popular theme, everyone loves The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And that's understandable, but I don't think I've ever really seen... I've never seen them in the cinema, and I might have seen a few of the films on Netflix, but I've really never been that devoted to them. I've got the entire Lord of the Rings box set on DVD, but I've seen them all together once, seriously, ever, and I've had them for years, but that's because my dad bought them for me. They're just kind of long, and I'm sorry, I mean, I understand, everyone loves them and everything, and I don't have anything against them, it's just they're not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. I'm much more into sci-fi, and kind of action, and I guess horror and comedy as well, rather than sort of medieval kind of fantasy type thing. I mean, I do love Harry Potter, which is kind of the same sort of style, but yeah, that's really what I'm going to say, to be honest with you. I'm not a massive fan of The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I mean, I can't really give it a fair review, though, because I haven't really seen them in detail, so, yeah, but, I mean, I've never got any sets. I mean, I wouldn't pass it down if someone, like, said, do you want a set from there? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand some of the figures and some of the sets do look cool, because they do have a lot of different figures and things that are very, very nice, but overall I've just never gone into it that much, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Next one, can you give us a top 5 of your favourite LEGO themes besides Star Wars? Absolutely. This actually gave me, well, it didn't really give me the idea, but because I thought I was thinking about it beforehand. But, you know, this is a good example, because I was going to start this, like, series thing, where I do like top 5 Star Wars sets, top 5 sets not Star Wars, as you suggested, top 5 UCS sets, top 5, you know, whatever, or maybe top 10, you know. I was really thinking of making a proper series. I'm doing like a whole bunch of different things, you know, the possibilities are basically endless for listing, you know, I mean, and also leave down in the comments any possibility you've got, you know, top 5 episode 1 sets or whatever, you know, top 5 2006 sets, all this different stuff, you know, leave down in the comments, because I almost will do it at some point. I was definitely thinking about making a proper series, and I probably will, actually. So, yeah, I'm absolutely going to do something along those lines. Then the last question from him, what do you think about the recent rumours that the UCS set will be made of the Hoth Echo base? I mean, generally, I guess it probably is right. I mean, generally, with these sort of rumours, they're not, I mean, they might be kind of off a little, but they're not completely wrong. It's rare we get a rumour that has absolutely nothing to do with anything. So, I guess, maybe, you know, obviously not on May 4th, but probably later this year, you know, the later UCS set, it may very well be Echo base. I would be very intrigued to that. I've never had a Hoth a Hoth set ever. Well, I had the 8080, but it wasn't, I mean, we saw it on Hoth, but it was more just an Imperial set. I've never had a snow speeder, I've never had anything like that. I mean, no, I had a battle pack, but yeah. So I very much love, to get the UCS Hoth Echo base, but I'm not sure if I would. It depends a lot on what it would be. If it's like the 2011 model, maybe, because I know a lot of people hate that model, but cause the thing is, it's still my Toys R Us, by the way. There's still like a dozen of those sets in my Toys R Us, those 2011 Hoth Echo bases, because no one's buying them. No one's bought them for 2011. But, and I was thinking of getting it, because it's still a good price. It's £70 for me. You know, that's a really good price from a Channel 11 set, even if no one really liked that much. But, yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, really, that's what I was going to say. So, it really depends a lot on what the set is, what it looks like, the figures, all the different stuff. If I think it's true, it's a strong possibility, I'd say. It's a strong possibility. On the next person, we have Magma Studios. Are you interested in old LEGO Star Wars sets, i.e. 2006s? Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm really just interested in Star Wars sets. Like, any Star Wars set I like the look of, I like, you know. So, yeah, regardless of what year it's from, yeah, I'd be interested to get it at some point. I mean, there are so many sets from previous years which I've never got, which I'd love to get. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely interested in 2006 sets. I mean, of course, that's when I really started collecting Lego Star Wars. To be honest with you, I mean, I did have other Lego themes, and technically, I got my first Lego Star Wars set in 2003. But I really started probably getting into it when I got my biggest set, well now second biggest, but at the time biggest set, which was the 2006 Star Destroyer, as well as like the X-Wing, B-Wing, and V-Wing, and I just really got into them. So yeah, absolutely, I'm interested in 2006 sets. You know, great year for Star Wars in my opinion. When I started. All right, next person we have Lego Sam 1234. He asked me, what is your favorite non-Star Wars set? I am into other themes. I mean, obviously Star Wars is my passion, but I have been into many other Lego themes over the years, including Bionicle. Bionicle's a massive phase for me, as well as a lot of different sets around that. I guess, that is very difficult actually. I don't really know. Really, when it comes to other themes, like with Star Wars, I may just get a set for the sake of it. Maybe it looks kind of cool. But with other themes, it's like I only ever get a set if I think it's really cool. It will be really helpful. Because I'm not that interested. But I mean, it's probably some sort of superhero set. The Quinjet is really awesome. And of course, that helicarrier, I mean, I strongly doubt I'm going to get it. But I would so love to get it. That helicarrier looks amazing. Oh my gosh, I would so love to get that set. So yeah, I'm probably going to say the helicarrier is my favourite, even though it hasn't come out yet. Other than that, probably some other superhero set, like the Quinjet, or I like that recent, what was that, 2015 DC set, what was it called, I don't know what it's called, it's the white set, the wings fold up, you know, it had like Cyborg and the Big Fig, and yeah. So something along those lines, really. But I have been into many themes over the years, so yeah. Alright, so now we're nearing the end, it's already 21 minutes, alright, so from Rancor Fett. Wow. Anyway, sorry. Okay, he asked two questions. What parts do you use for your sig fig? Actually, for my sig fig, I use. There's no custom, by the way, apart from I guess the weapons I got from Little Arm Shop. But the figure itself, the helmet, is from the clone captain in the 2013 Republic gunship. The torso is from actually Commander Fox in that. Well, the only set he ever came in that 8 Homie Spy Droid. And the legs from the, what's it called, the ARC Trooper, was it? Yeah, the ARC Trooper in the 2012 Battle Pack, as well as also the pauldron and like the leg cape thing, you know what they're called and all that stuff. So that's how you make my minifig, you know. So basically you need the Republic gunship, you need the 2012 Battle Pack, the clone one, and you need that 10-8 Homie Spy Droid, and you can make my sig fig easily. You know, it's really nothing too special. I was going to get some sort of face-to-head helmets, I mean, because I do obviously love those helmets, but I mean, to do that, because I want it in the red colour, obviously, to match, I was thinking of having Shock Trooper, but we didn't really match too well. I mean, if you were around, like, quite some time ago, you may have seen my old sig fig, what did have that, like, Shock Trooper 10-7 helmet. I'm just not too fan of the helmet as such. I mean, the printing and the actual thing itself is great, but I'm not too fan of the fact that it's got an open visor, so you need a black head underneath, because I love my clones to have actual proper heads, so it's like they've got personality, even though if you don't see it. So that's what I really love about it. So if they made like a phase 2 head, like, you know, with a proper, I mean, I know we've got the shock troopers in the Coruscant Police gunship, but it's a slightly too bright red. My red is slightly darker, so it don't really match that much. And I was thinking of going to a third-party seller to get maybe a Commander Thorn or something helmet, but we'll see. Right now, I'm very happy with my minifig, so, yeah, basically, that's basically it. So that's how I make my sig fig. Next question from him. Who's your favourite LEGO YouTuber? Ah, yes, I was very curious whether I was going to get this question. I was kind of reluctant. I was thinking to myself, should I answer this? You know, because I know a lot of other YouTubers probably wouldn't, just for the sake of trying not to offend anyone. And obviously, I'm not going to offend. I'm obviously trying not to offend anyone here. Well, actually, I'm going to say the people who got me started, or not started, but like, slightly inspired me to start YouTube at the end of the day, I know a lot of people don't like him, but it was probably David Hill, because for his Clone Army, and, well, yeah, that's basically it for his Clone Army, and the one also for his reviews. That's basically kind of what inspired me. I mean, not entirely, I did just have other, you know, reasons I want to, but kind of him. However, I would not say he's my favourite YouTuber. I would say my favourite YouTuber, like, Lego-wise, I kind of wish you just said YouTube in general, then I could just say anyone, but my Lego YouTuber, I've got to say, is Michael MGF, just because I love, you know, you can see with every video he does, he puts a lot of effort and he puts a lot of time in editing and stuff, and also he's just funny, cause, you know, he puts up like little things occasionally, because I remember in one review he did this funny aerial thing where he was talking about Lego and like, I want more, or whatever. And it was this funny thing. Yeah, so I love the way he does that, and the editing and stuff, and his reviews, and I just really love the vast majority of the video he does. He doesn't really do anything wrong there. And I'm subscribed to his vlog channel because I do love them as well. Even though he doesn't always get the reviews out first, and even though he doesn't technically always do all the reviews, because he's facing problems right now, but I guess I'll have to say he's my favourite LEGO YouTuber. Of course, no offence to anyone else. But yeah, so anyway. And the final question we have is from Drew9421. What is your favourite set and minifig of all time? Well, my favourite sets, some of you may know this, but it is really a toss-up between three different sets. It's between the it's between a gunship. I'm not sure it's 2013 or 2008 gunship. It's between a Star Destroyer. This is kind of awkward. Or the 2013 ATTE. Or the Clone Turbo Tank, actually. Actually, no. Not the Republic gunship, then. I'll say it's between the Turn 10 Clone Turbo Tank, 2013 ATTE, and one of the Star Destroyers. I'm not sure which one I like more, the Turn 14 or the Turn 6 one. I really don't know. It really depends on what you're asking me specifically, which one I like to use more, which I think is more practical, which one I think is better priced, which one has more value to me personally. I mean, it's really, really difficult to say which is my favourite set. So really that's all I can say. That's my top three. The 2013 ATTE, 2010 Clone Turbo Tank, and either of the Star Destroyers. Probably. One of them is really, really cool, but I'd have to say my favourite sets. My favourite minifig, I have absolutely no idea. There are so many really great minifigures. I mean, there are some that really stick out to me. I mean, personally, printing is obviously great, and if it has really great printing, then wonderful. But what really, is great to me is if it's more 3D, whereas like a figure will have maybe arm or whatever padding, like shoulder padding, all the different stuff, armor, and I just love the way sometimes some minifigures are sort of more 3D, if you will. So probably one of those sort of figures. I love Darth Malgus. That show, what's it called, armor thing is really, really cool. I love the printing of him. He's amazing. I mean, really, all the Old Republic Sith people were amazing. The Inquisitor is a great minifigure. I don't know, really. I mean, it's difficult. To read that's the best answer I can give you that question. So, yeah. But that is it then. There's 28 questions there. It took some time, as I suspected. There were quite a few more from various people, but hopefully I did answer at least one question from every single person who asked me a question. Yeah, really, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up down below. Please leave any comments, and leave any questions down below. I mean, I won't do a whole other video, of course, because this is my specific Q&A. But, I will, answer them down below, because I do answer any questions put to me, generally. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and of course please subscribe to my channel to more stuff. A lot of videos are coming in the works. As I said, I'm going to be making lists, top 5 whatever, as well as a new mock coming up, as you're seeing me build now, or well, prototyping, as well as possibly a collab. I haven't contacted anyone, but I've got a few names in mind. Just a bunch of different stuff is coming very, very soon, so please subscribe to my channel for all that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video, which we hope is coming very soon. Bye, troops.